Understanding the depth of someone's feelings, especially romantic ones, can be challenging. Love is complex and deeply personal, and knowing if someone genuinely loves you often involves interpreting subtle signals. This video will explore ways to recognize if a man truly loves you and is devoted to you. If he genuinely cares, you will likely see these behaviors. Make sure you stick around to the end because some of these signs might surprise you. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit that like button if you find this helpful. Subscribe to join our community and click the notification bell so you never miss a video. Let's dive in. Number 1. He will treat you with 100% respect. Respect forms the foundation of every healthy relationship. When a man truly loves you, he respects you not just as his partner, but as an individual with unique dreams, beliefs, and values. This means he values your opinions, your decisions, and your right to make choices for yourself. He doesn't seek to control you or sway you to his beliefs, but instead embraces the differences and supports your right to see the world in your own way. Respectful love is grounded in mutual understanding rather than trying to fix each other. He also demonstrates respect by upholding boundaries you set, supporting your career ambitions, or even respecting your need for personal space. A man who respects you will encourage you to pursue your passions and foster your independence. His respect will show in the way he speaks to you and about you to others. If he disagrees, he will engage in healthy discussions instead of resorting to anger or dismissiveness. He values open communication and views disagreements as an opportunity for growth and understanding. This respect permeates through all aspects of life, from how he regards your opinions, values your interests, and encourages your individuality. In a loving relationship, respect means seeing each other as equals. Number 2. He will really listen to you. Listening is often underrated, but is a profound way a man shows he loves you. A man who truly cares will not just hear you out, but will actively listen and engage in the conversation. This means paying attention to the little things, even if they seem mundane, because he values what matters to you. Whether it's remembering small details about your work or keeping track of your favorite coffee shop orders, his attentiveness demonstrates that he is invested in your happiness. True listening is a sign of respect and appreciation. Men are sometimes stereotyped as poor listeners, but a man who genuinely loves you will defy this assumption. Active listening involves acknowledging your feelings, responding appropriately, and not just waiting for his turn to speak. He will remember the important details and bring them up at surprising times, showing that he pays attention to your needs and desires. He might not be a natural conversationalist, but he will make an effort to be engaged because he knows how much it matters to you. Number 3. He will consider your advice. Advice is often a touchy subject in relationships, especially for men who sometimes feel their independence threatened by external opinions. But when a man truly values and loves you, he won't dismiss your advice outright. Instead, he will consider it seriously. He trusts your perspective and views you as his equal, making your insights valuable to him. When he respects and loves you, he will be open to hearing what you have to say, especially if it's something you genuinely believe will help him or your relationship. He may not always follow your advice to the letter, but he will weigh it thoughtfully. Your opinion matters to him, and he is willing to put aside his ego to make choices that consider your feelings. This willingness to listen shows that he values your thoughts and trusts your judgment. Whether it's advice on a career decision, a personal issue, or something about your relationship, he knows you want the best for him, which in turn strengthens his love for you. Number 4. He will fight for you. Fighting for someone doesn't always mean grand gestures. Sometimes it's the little things that show a man is willing to stand up for you. When he loves you, he's prepared to face challenges for the sake of your relationship, whether that means addressing issues or making sacrifices. Fighting for you also means he is willing to fight with you in a healthy, constructive way. This includes resolving disagreements rather than avoiding them, working through conflicts, and taking accountability when necessary. Conflict is not necessarily a bad thing in a relationship if handled respectfully. It can actually strengthen the bond. A man who genuinely loves you won't let arguments drive a wedge between you. Instead, he will try to understand your side, compromise, and find solutions. True love is not about avoiding fights, but working through them together. Even when times are tough, his commitment to resolving issues shows he values the relationship and is willing to invest the effort required to make it work. Number 5. He will compromise. Compromise is essential in any relationship, but it becomes more meaningful when done out of love. When a man is truly invested in you, he won't approach the relationship with a "what's in it for me" mentality. He will be willing to make sacrifices and adapt to your needs without expecting anything in return. This doesn't mean he will compromise on everything. Also respects himself enough to set boundaries. He understands that love is about give and take. Compromise shows he values your happiness as much as his own and is willing to meet you halfway. Compromise doesn't mean he's giving up who he is, but rather, he's making adjustments to create harmony between you two. It's a way of showing that your relationship means more to him than simply getting his way. It might mean giving up some time with friends to be there for you, adapting to your schedule, or even making career adjustments to align with your goals as a couple. Number 6, he will get a little jealous. Though jealousy often has a negative connotation, a small, healthy dose of it can be a sign of love. When a man loves you, he may feel a little possessive or not in a controlling way, but in a manner that shows he's concerned about your connection. Jealousy stems from a fear of losing someone precious, so if he experiences this feeling, it indicates he cares deeply about the relationship. However, a loving partner knows to manage his jealousy and communicates his feelings rather than letting them turn into resentment or control. He may show his jealousy by asking questions or seeking reassurance, and it's his way of saying he values you and doesn't want to lose you. This kind of jealousy is not about restricting you, but rather a natural human reaction to something cherished. When handled with honesty, it can foster open communication and allow both partners to reaffirm their commitment to each other. Number 7, he won't care what you do as long as you are together. True love goes beyond the big, exciting moments and is just as present in the mundane. A man who truly loves you doesn't just want to be with you on special occasions. He's happy just to be by your side in everyday activities. Whether you're grocery shopping, watching TV, or simply spending a quiet day at home, he finds joy in these moments because it's about being together. This kind of companionship is the hallmark of a mature relationship that values presence over spectacle. In the long run, relationships are built on shared experiences, and a man who loves you treasures even the most ordinary moments. His desire to be around you is not dependent on what you're doing, but rather on the bond you share. This consistent presence shows that he values your companionship above any particular activity, and that he's committed to building a life with you both in the highs and the lows. Number 8, he will love how you look even on your bad days. When a man truly loves you, his affection for you goes beyond the physical. Sure, he may appreciate how you look on a fancy night out, but he will also find you beautiful on the days when you're just being yourself. True love doesn't require perfection or constant presentation. Instead, it appreciates the real, authentic you. Whether you're in pajamas, without makeup, or having a bad hair day, his feelings remain the same because his love isn't superficial. This kind of love is genuine because it values the essence of who you are, not just your appearance. He will tell you you're beautiful on days when you might not feel it and make you feel cherished just for being you. This unconditional love is grounded in a deep appreciation for the person you are beyond the surface. Friends, those were 8 signs that he's deeply in love with you. Remember, love is shown through actions, consistency, and genuine care. So if you recognize these signs, chances are he's truly committed to you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really helps out our channel. And if you're new here, we'd love for you to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you will be the first to know when we upload new content. Also, let us know in the comments, did any of these signs resonate with you? Or if there are other signs you've noticed in your relationship, we'd love to hear about them too. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.